Now, one thing you may want to do is be able to group objects together. And there's a couple different ways to do this. So for example, what if I want to, every time I move this rock, this other one goes along with it? One way I can affect this or do this together is if I hold down Control and Command and I select both shapes. If I link them together using this link button, you'll see this appear on the side. And now, whenever I move one, the other will move with it. The other option is, if I'm going to go back a couple steps, so Command or Control Z, if I select all of the elements, so here, because this rock on top is also with this brightness and contrast that are clipping masks with this other rock, I'm going to select all of them by clicking on the bottom one, holding down Shift, and selecting up to the top. And if I click this folder button, or do Control or Command G, it'll create a new group. And now, when I move this group around, right, and this is kind of interesting, I try to grab this top one. What I'd want to do is actually, and let's rename this one Rocks. If I twirl it up, if I do Control or Command T, now I can have everything go together. So if I place this here, so if I want to duplicate it, what I can do is do Control J, and notice that if I try and grab this again, it's only going to grab the top one. So I need to actually do Control T and grab all of these elements together. So there's a couple different things you can do. Now, what if you want to apply a clipping mask on this shape? You can do that. So if I do adjustment layers and I go to black and white, for example, notice this is affecting everything on top. But if I right click and go to create clipping mask, it's only going to be affecting this top one. Now, one other thing you can do is use shapes like clipping masks. And this is the same principle as working with Illustrator. So for example, if I come here and I go to my shape tool, let's make an ellipse, hold down Shift so it's a perfect ellipse, like so. And what's interesting is this works backwards from Illustrator. So when I have my shape like this, and let's actually just have the cloud, I'm going to duplicate the clouds and put this above to start out. Command T, shrink this down. So what we're going to see here is this cloud and this circle or the circle is going to contain the clouds, right? The clouds are here on top of my circle. And if I select my clouds and right click and create clipping mask, notice that they get formed into that shape. But notice what happens when I'm trying to move them around, they don't move together, right? So this is where I might want to link them so that they actually do move together. Or I can do something called a smart object. And a smart object is a way of containing elements together so that it becomes a little bit more manageable. So I'm going to unlink this, unlink both of those. And if I select both of these shapes, right click, convert to smart object. And you'll see that now both of those have been contained inside one thumbnail. And if I try and move this around, they will move together. If I double click on the thumbnail, you'll see that it has brought me to my original ellipse and cloud copy. And any change I make inside here, so if I bring in another circle, for example, like that, Command S to save it, come back here, that is now part of this group here, right? So these are going to be embedded because these are reflecting here. So I am having sort of reference files. One thing that gets kind of interesting is I'm going to undo those last steps. Let's get rid of that. Control or Command S, and now that'll be gone from here. Is if I try and do a clipping mask with, that's a shape, with a group of objects, you're going to see that it doesn't work. So if I come back again, have this here, and right now it's trying to make it a clipping mask on top. I want to put it below so we don't see it. Select my rocks, right click, and notice that it's not giving me the option to have it be a clipping mask. So what I need to do first is select the objects that I want to put inside my clipping mask, right click, convert to smart object. And now I can right click and create clipping mask, and I can put those inside my two shapes, or those two shapes together. And so it gets a little bit, you know, you've got to think about it structurally, right? You can't take a folder and make it a clipping mask, but you can take a smart object and make it a clipping mask. And this is these different ideas of ways to combine elements together.